This is what happens when you stop telling people you are a good video editor versus actually show them. And because of that, this message came in just a few hours after I posted one simple before after. So if you're a video editor and people still don't see your value, this is the fastest way to actually prove it. You don't even need a client to do this. You can take any raw footage and show your thinking. And I just want to say this template is built in CapCut, but the principle works in any editing software. Before after isn't just a video, it's an expectation setter, and it lets your work speak for itself. And the best part, it works 24/7 once you post it. So now let's jump into CapCut and I will show you exactly how to build a reusable template so you can pump these out in 5 minutes. So before we even start, let me just turn this to vertical just so I have more room down here. And as you know, every single edit starts with a solid background, but before you create a background, you need to know what's the length of your clip. So mine is 33 seconds. So I'm just gonna take this default text layer, stretch it up all the way through the timeline, and I remove the text. I max the font size because that's how you can create a background inside CapCut, and I will apply this background. And I'm gonna just select my first color, which I'm gonna go with this lighter blue, and I create a compound clip. Let me duplicate this layer and double click it. I'm gonna just change this color to maybe something dark blue, something like this. And now let me just show you how you can merge these two colors together. So I take a mask on video and I'm gonna go to circle, and let me just play with the size, and let me just play with the feather. I mean, this is all right, but I want my visuals to look on high quality level, so I'm gonna apply this particles, rotate it in the 90 degrees, make it the same size as everything, and I just start playing with the blend mode. So I would put it on screen, and because we still need a bit of a particles here, let me just duplicate this one as well and cut it up like this. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm gonna take these lines as well and add it on the timeline as well. And now I just rotate it like this, and now I just set the blend mode on screen, and I just play with the opacity. And because of that, I have to duplicate these lines 4 more times like this. Now I'm gonna cut it up like this, and we have our quality background. And if you compare, we started like this, went to this, level up with particles into something like this, and finished up with lines, and we have this premium high quality background inside CapCut. So now when you're happy with the background, let's just select all these layers and create one compound clip, and now just put it on the main track. Finally, we can start making the progress and start adding the videos. So I have this video, which is my older video edited, and I want to round the corners a little bit, so I just apply a mask and stretch it up like that, make it a little bit wider. And now this is super important, you gotta remember what corners you put in, just so you don't have to look for it when we start adding a stroke. So this is fine, and I'm gonna create a stroke all around this video. I will do that with the default text layer, so I'm just gonna apply a default text layer on the timeline, and let me remove the text, let me max the font size, and let's apply background. So for our stroke, let me go with something yellow, maybe something like this, and I'm gonna create a compound clip. And now the important part, we gotta put it on layer number 1 just so it behinds the video and we can see this clearly. And let me add another mask, rectangle mask. Now the important part, we put the corners exactly like we did on the first video, so 25. And now you can just start playing with the size. You can even zoom this in a little bit just so you can see a little bit better. And once you're happy with the stroke, I mean, I'm happy already, so I want to make it look even better. So let me apply glow effect over the stroke, but before I can do that, I gotta create one more time compound clip. And now again, put it on layer number 1 just so it behinds it. And let's look for a glow effect, drag it on your yellow layer, which creates this type of a glow effect all around. Maybe you can play with the setting, this is up to you. Again, don't copy exactly the same numbers because that's not what is it about. And we are missing one important thing, and that's the text. We have to tell them this is after. So I just add a default text layer, and let me type in after. Let me just pick some font. Honestly, I really like these tactic fonts, and I might just put it on italic. You can even rotate it, put it like this, but let me have it on top of it, like that. Awesome. And now we just gotta pick our color. So I go with something yellow, and I'm gonna duplicate this layer one more time because I want to create a solid gradient. So my second color will be like orangey. Once you're happy with the colors, just create a compound clip out of these two layers separately and just add a mask and split mask. And I'm just gonna play with the stroke. By the way, if you don't know how to create gradients and shapes, everything in the CapCut on the same level as in After Effects, my YouTube channel is what is it all about. So I got my text, I got the stroke. I'm gonna select these two layers. These are the text layers, and let's apply glow effect over as well. Just like that. Maybe let's play with the setting. This is awesome. Now, when I'm happy, I select all these three layers and create one more time compound clip. And now let me show you really quickly how you can replicate this part without creating this from the scratch. So I just duplicated this video, drag it on the timeline. Now I'm gonna open the compound clip and I take my raw footage and just drag it on this video. Boom. And it replaced the video. And now we gotta just take care of the text. So I open this compound clip with the text and I just type in a before, but I don't have to mess with the colors because this is already preset. So let me show you how you can actually apply 3D. But before we do that, let's take this dev-in zone. By the way, I'm gonna put this down in the description just so you can use it and you don't end up having anything behind the edge. So let's decrease the size on this before a little bit, and I take this after and put it more to the right. Maybe I'm going to increase it a little bit, just like that. Put it here, and I take this before and increase the size, and I put it on layer number 1 just so the text before it's behind this. And now let me show you how you can actually start adding 3D into CapCut. So you want to go to effects and look for player 3. And once you drop it on your video, it makes this, right? So let me hide this dev-in zone, but we don't really need this. So you can go to the setting and take the texture and decrease the texture and also decrease the glow. Otherwise, it's going to be super shiny. And now, voila, you can start playing with the rotation and rotate it whichever direction you want. So let me just set it on 30. And I do the same thing with this before. And again, decrease the glow, decrease the texture, and play with the rotation. Let me just turn on the dev-in zone just to make sure we are staying in the safe zones. Let's put this one to the left a little bit more, and this looks awesome. So now when you play it, you have this before after, and I'm going to show you how you can pump this up even a little bit more and how you can replicate this into 16:9 format if you decide to post on Twitter. And maybe for your before after template, you want to make this after pop a little bit more. So I just take this before, I go to adjustment, and I just decrease the saturation on something like this, just so it gives me a little bit better visibility so I can focus clearly on my after. And my clients know that before is raw footage and after is already edited. And now how you can replicate this into 16:9 format, you just basically duplicate your project. I'm gonna switch this to default just so I have more room. And I go here to ratio and I put it on 16:9. And I take the background, let's rotate the background, position it like this. Now take your after, increase the size, put it closer to the middle, do the same thing with the before and just bring it up like this. And boom, if you play now, you have a stunning before after template, and you can finally show your clients, your potential clients, that you are here. You can show off your skills, you can show off how good video editor you are, and they can finally reach out to you in the DMs without wasting so much time on sending cold DMs, sending outreach, and looking for all these clients. Because this, once you post it, like I said earlier, once you post it, it works 24/7. And by the way, if you want to learn how to make these captions or these animations or anything you see in this video, my YouTube channel is what is it all about.